First up tonight, a mother accused of getting high in a playground parking lot.
Police say her 8-month-old was in the back seat while her 2 other kids played nearby. Kristen Severance with the Ohio News Network is covering the story for us tonight. And Chris, we're told this mother was huffing a kind of dust spray.
Lee, huffing is when you inhale a chemical like this computer keyboard cleaner to get high. Now, a lot of times, huffing is associated with teens, but more than 1 million adults admitted to huffing last year alone. Police say Michelle Hall of Norwalk was one of those people. A trip to a Norwalk park ends with a mother in jail and her kids taken away from her.
The 4-year-old girl said, "Mommy keeps putting dust in her nose and throwing up."
Police say Michelle Hall was huffing or inhaling a can of blow-off to get high in her car. The chemical is used to remove dust from a computer keyboard.
Vomited on herself and down the side of the car. Looked like she had urinated herself.
They say her 8-month-old son was in the back seat and her other 2 small children were just a few feet away near some playground equipment. Police say another family at the Norwalk Reservoir inside the Veterans Memorial Lake Park saw what was happening and called 911.
I would feel like I needed to call the police too.
Officers tell me when they arrived at the reservoir, Hall was in her front seat with a can up to her face.
The can was still cold to the touch and was almost icy from her inhaling the contents of the can.
Norwalk Police Chief Dave Light tells me Hall couldn't talk or communicate, and her son wouldn't stop crying.
The officers got the child out of the back car seat, and he was sweated through his clothing.
He said Hall refused an ambulance and was taken to jail. The kids were given to other family members. Light hopes this is the wake-up call the 30-year-old needs to get some help.
God knows what would have happened if she would have gotten her car to drive off with the kids. So.
Hall is still in jail tonight. She's facing child endangering and abusing a harmful intoxicant charges. She pleaded no contest to both. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Kristen Severance, the Ohio News Network.
Sad story there, Chris. Thank you. Huffing is a serious problem, and as Chris mentioned, this is a growing trend among adults. According to a report from the partnership at drugfree.org, more adults are seeking treatment for abusing inhalants than kids. In 2010, more adults used inhalants to get high than they did crack and heroin. Huffing is dangerous to both kids and adults, and it's important to be sure you know some of the warning signs of huffing. They include spots, rash or sores around the mouth, breath that smells like chemicals. Huffers can also experience anxiety, irritability, and excitability.